third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Commanders and the Colts, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Indianapolis Colts. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run once more with Taylor. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lynch now throwing on 3rd. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to...
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And Smith throw into the hands of Pittman here. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Montez Sweat with a tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Smith. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit. And let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball in back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Well, that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide...
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they got the lead, but how about seeing one of them guys get a chance to take it in for six? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They got everything going their way early on.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play.
The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Lynch.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, Lynch. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And he's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him. The bottom line is what you said right in the beginning. He's a high draft pick.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good by Garibay.
And it's now 21-0. Now they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He was intercepted on that last drive, the 3rd one he's thrown in this first half alone. He'll look to right the ship here, 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Now he's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Lynch. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Washington on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Now Lynch to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. That's caught by Myers. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jacoby Myers, 68 yards.
And the Colts are able to add on to their first-half lead. The extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the rout is on here in this first half.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Throwing again on second down. Lynch.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action with Lynch. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Quiddy Pay able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down.
Now Smith.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And this one is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw is Lynch.
Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw again is Lynch. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll go with the option, coming right, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Joey Sly on for the extra point.
He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it concluded with the touchdown pass to Antonio Gibson. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So we hit halftime here in it.
Looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. Third quarter, here we go.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They go play action now. Lynch. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
An extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. And now Lynch. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You know, if this is the regular season partner, we'd be talking about just how costly.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Throwing, Lynch. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin from 10 yards out.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Running left, Taylor.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Here's Smith. Open man is Taylor. He's got it.
And he is going to have the Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Smith. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he's got Pierce. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason.
Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. Slide for the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th.
On second down now, Teague. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 and a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Teague.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Teague. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run on first down. Teague. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Throwing is Wilson. Caught on the slant. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Up the middle they go. Teague trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Gabe Neighbors
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Colts have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. The extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Washington offense set to take over. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration is settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
On second down, Teague. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Teague. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Powell throwing on first down here. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a twin.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Quiddy Pay bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Open man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Partner under the lights in prime time. This offense, they gave the nation.